In the last video, we looked at addition rule. In this video, we are going to be looking at multiplication rule. Now remember, I told you that or in probability is equivalent to plus. Now when you have and in probability, it's equivalent to multiplication. So you times, you multiply. Does that make sense? So or is plus and is multiplication. Now I think the best way to really explain is to take an example. So let's take an example. So we have this question: if the probability of Tolu and Maxwell winning the lottery is 2/3 and 1/5 respectively, what is the probability that Tolu and Maxwell will win? Now let's solve this. What were we given from the question? We're given that probability that Tolu will win as 2/3. So probability that Tolu wins equals to 2/3. And then we're given that probability that Maxwell wins as 1/5. So probability that Maxwell wins 1/5. Do you understand? Now we are asked, what's the probability that Tolu and Maxwell wins? Now we know that the probability that Tolu will win is as 2/3. We know that probability that Maxwell will win as 1/5. Now what's the probability that Tolu and Maxwell will win? So we have 2/3 and times 1/5. Do you understand? So this is equals to 2 times 1 is 2, 3 times 5 is 15. So the probability that Tolu and Maxwell wins is 2/15. Do you understand? Now if you are asked what's the probability that both of them will win or wins, now the probability that both of them wins means Tolu wins and Maxwell wins. So it's the same thing as 2/3 times 1/5. Do you understand? So what I want to note is that when you see both of them wins, it's the same thing as Tolu and Maxwell, so you multiply. Can we take another example? So we have this question: if the probability of Mr. Kelvin having a girl is 0.6 and the probability of him having a boy is 0.2, what is the probability that he would have a boy and a girl? Now remember, you want to first of all outline what you were given in the question. If the probability of Mr. Kelvin having a girl is 0.6, so probability of girl equals to 0.6, and the probability of him having a boy is 0.2, so we have probability of boy equals to 0.2. Now we are asked what's the probability that it would have a boy and a girl. So probability that boy and girl. Now don't forget, and symbolizes multiplication. Now we know that probability of boy is 0.2 and multiplied by probability of girl is 0.6. So we have 0.2 times 0.6. I hope you can do this. 6 times 2 is 12, 2 carry 1. 6 times 0 is 0 plus 1 is 1. 0 times 2 is 0, 0 times 0 is 0. So we have 2, 1, 0. Now we have 2 digits after the decimal point, so we move 2 times. Can you see? So our answer is 0.12. Does that make sense? So the probability that it would have a boy and a girl is 0.12. Do you understand? Can we take one more example? Now take a look at this question. We have a bag contains 12 white eggs, 12 brown eggs, and 10 golden eggs. If 2 eggs are chosen at random, what's the probability that A, it's a brown egg and a golden egg, B, it's a white egg and a golden egg? Now let's solve this. Now you need to note down, like other questions we've solved, we are not given the probability of choosing a brown egg or a golden egg or a white egg. So we have to find that first. We are only given the number of eggs in the bag. So we have to find that first before we can now solve A and B. Can we do that? So we are told that it contains 12 white eggs. So number of white eggs equals to 12. Then we have 12 brown eggs. So we have number of brown eggs equals to 12. And lastly, we have 10 golden eggs. So number of golden eggs equals to 10. Remember, we have to find the total. So total is 12 plus 12, 24. 24 plus 10 is 34. So total is 34. Do you understand? So we have to find the probability of white egg, probability of choosing a brown egg, and probability of choosing a golden egg. So we have probability of choosing white egg. That will be number of white eggs, that is 12, all over total eggs, that is 34. So we have 12 over 34. 2 years 6. 2 in 3 is 1, remainder 1. 2 in 14 is 7. So we have 6 over 17. Do you understand? So let's do the next one. Probability of choosing a brown egg. That will be number of brown eggs 12. Total number of eggs 34. So we have 12 over 34. 2 years 6. 2 years 17. So we also have 6 over 17. Then lastly, we have probability of choosing a golden egg. How many golden eggs do we have? 10. So we have 10 all over. What's the total number of eggs? 34. 2 year 5. 2 year 17. So we have 5 all over 17. Now that we've done this, we can now do A and B. So we got probability of white egg as 6 over 17, probability of brown egg as 6 over 17, and probability of golden egg as 5 over 17. Now let's do A. What's the probability that it's a brown egg and a golden egg? So we have probability of brown egg and golden egg will be equals to, brown egg is 6 over 17 and its multiplication, golden egg is 5 over 17. Can you see this? Nothing can cut, so we do 6 times 5 is 30 all over 17 times 17. 7 times 7 is 49. 7 times 1 is 7 plus 4 is 11. 1 times 7 is 7. 1 times 1 is 1. So we have 9, 8, 289. So our answer is 30 over 289. Do you understand? Now can we do B? For B, we are told to find the probability that is a white egg and a golden egg. So we can have probability that is white egg and golden egg. Remember these two. Now probability that is white egg, we got it as 6 over 17 and multiply probability that is golden egg, 5 over 17. Do you understand? Nothing can cut, so we multiply. 6 times 5, 30. 17 times 17, 289. So the answer also is 30 over 289. Do you understand? So don't forget, in probability, when we have or, that will give us plus, and when we have and, that will give us multiplication. Now if you are given the probability straight up in the question, you just multiply. But if you are given the number of items, you have to find the probability first before you multiply. I hope you understand.